I'm getting some errors
There's a
here.
few.
But I'm missing a lot of things.
Did you do npm install?
Nope.
npm install before you do it.
Is there a webpack too we have to do?
No, just npm install.
Damn it, Claire.
It's been a long day.
It's funny because I don't.
Hey.
Oh, so this is just the
Can you pull
Redux
up your
app.
Sublime?
Okay.
I'm so
Is the
slow.
to do app supposed to be working?
Excuse me?
Is the app, is the to do supposed to be working?
Yeah, so did you do npm install?
Yeah.
And then it's not working? Oh, no, so the strike through is not working, but the add, only the add is working.
How do we run?
If the button doesn't have a label.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it NPM start to run it? Or?
npm run dev.
Well, there you go.
I put it in Slack.
Ron.
I was not paying attention.
Everybody got the,
I
can run it?
don't think that was working.
Are we supposed to make this work?
No.
Well, doesn't show up for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it works. I mean, if you add, it works, right? Can you, everybody check that add to do works?
My default styles.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So add works. That's great.
Bam! Ooh, pop-up blocks.
Oh yeah, please allow
Yeah, that's
pop-up.
the dev, Redux dev tool.
Yeah, that tool.
Oh, I have the JavaScript error.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know why it local
Are you
was
excited?
blocked up.
Cannot
Close to
create
being good.
property map of undefined. That's probably why.
Cool. Dev tool.
So everybody got the,
Bam!
you got a dev tool?
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do? NPM run dev?
You love it.
2 words, run that.
Run that.
I tried that.
And everybody got that open?
Yeah, I have it.
The dev tool. You got that tool, okay? You have that tool?
What do you run? Branch.
Yeah.
What do you run? That's right.
npm run that.
Pop up.
npm. I used to run.
Refresh the page.
Refresh.
I got a bunch of
I think you blocked
Yeah.
that blocking.
Oh.
What? Yeah, but that's one. That's all.
Pretty cool.
What's your?
So this is a built-in
Get the,
Redux thing,
Cannot create map
right? This is
of
just
undefined.
behavior.
I got a bunch of errors.
But the add to do works.
Oh, did you
Yeah, it
install before
adds,
you
but
started?
it doesn't do anything.
Are you on the Redux break?
It doesn't read, just only that works.
Shouldn't see me though.
Yes.
Oh, and he also has a
bunch of
Redux
errors.
tool for React Native too.
Awesome.
So, are we from here on out using Redux?
You don't have to. It's just a way of managing your actions.
It's actually,
that's
after reading that article that, I don't know, Leon sent, like, it's really cool.
I love it. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you know how to properly do Redux stuff, but,
I like the concept.
Yeah, I like the concept,
So
the
you
more I
don't
looked into
start
it.
your app using it.
You
You
have
like
to,
oh, you do.
I mean, depending on
It's a
how
design
complex
choice.
your app is.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a design choice. You don't have to, but if you have
It's like using class object-oriented versus functional programming.
it's like MVP for front end. MVC for the front end sort of.
Oh,
There's a model called a store, and that store is just like a giant JavaScript object that has the state of your application in it.
cool.
State tree.
Oh yeah, I did mention that part. So Redux or Flux architecture just replaces MVC. So MVC doesn't work anymore.
So you don't need backbone.
Yeah, you don't need backbone. So everybody's here. So let me just review about Redux, all the how you set it up. So first of all, you npm install Redux, right? And you create a Redux folder. You set up actions, reducer, and store. And initially, you have to set it up like this. So sandwich your in your render method, sandwich your component between a provider, and that provider needs a store. And you initiate your store by getting the configure store function from your store.js and sticking the initial states in your store. Okay, and in your app, you have to connect your components to Redux, and that connection is provided by another library called Redux. So by this name, you know the author tries to separate Redux from React. He claims that you can use Redux in Backbone, in Angular, in whatever. If you need a state management tool there, you can call on Redux. But if you're gonna use in React, then he provides you with the React-Redux. There's a connect function. You use that to so-called decorate your components. So this is actually a higher order component stuff that we didn't talk about. So to do app is my component right here. I'm defining right here. And I'm sticking this component into some function, and it turns this component into like my component on steroids. So it's like decorates my component to do something more. So this is a higher order component concept that we chose to, not to cover because we want to see more ecosystem. Remember, we took that vote. But I encourage you to look it up. I'll send you some articles on higher order components. So how you make one component and compose it to make a component do even more stuff. So this is just the higher order component stuff. Connect, this function takes this map state to props function, and then returns another function that takes your component and then makes your component having these props. So I'm mapping my Redux state to my props in my component. So this is to-dos is my props in my component, and I'm getting it from the state Redux state .to-dos, and it's loading is getting that from my Redux state to do state substate, and it's loading attribute. So that's why
Sorry, those are the listener
yeah.
events,
Which listener?
Is that the initial state, or is that what the function is
No,
always called every time?
This is not an initial state. This is how you map your Redux state to your local, to your component. So when the Redux changes, your propagator change to your component. This is the connection. Okay. So if you want to add state to your Redux store, you want to remember to add it here too. Okay, and you're gonna see that later on. So that's why before, when we don't have Redux, this is state.to-dos because we have a local state. Now we have Redux, this becomes this .props because I'm mapping my Redux state to my props here.
Right, state is being held in the store and not.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
held
passing
yeah.
them as properties.
Right. Okay, so and we have add to do. Whenever we are adding to do, we don't set a state anymore. We just dispatch an action to the store. So this is add to do action. I'm dispatching it here, given the argument state new to do, and the action is add to do. Here we have some action constants defined up here, and the action type is add to do. And the payload is new to do. So again, this is ES6 syntax. So this is nothing more than just new to do, new to do. So this is the argument being passed in. And once I dispatch that action, my reducer gets that and runs through this huge switch block, and then executes this code, and that is gonna return a new state with the new to do appended on the back of to-dos. Okay? Is refreshing your memory? All right. So last time I did a handle delete. Delete to do here, but I didn't complete it. Can you guys help me out and complete delete to do? It's in another. So this is delete to do. The first step would be to delete to do here. So here in handle delete. Yeah, I know you guys don't like in-class exercises, but
Okay, so we just have to move it.
function.
yeah.
Now, are
Delete.
these called dispatch functions?
This is called action.
Oh, these are the actions.
Action function. So it returns an action.
Mhm.
The right jargon. This object is an action, and this is a function that returns an action.
Okay,
Okay, so delete to do.
so it'd be delete to do, and the type.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
To do index.
Delete to do index.
And then,
What about here?
Index
Index. Okay. And where do I go next?
to the store?
to the store to define this.
Store? No. This is store.
Oh, not to the store. to the-
Reducers.
Reducers.
yeah.
Okay. And what do I do?
Put another case statement in there.
Okay.
Import it to first import. Import it into.
Okay. Import. And here will be. And what else?
So you want to return a new object.
Return
Okay. So
sign.
empty object.
And whatever the function is for deleting.
I think filter. The map dot filter.
Yep.
Okay. So what do I put here?
State dot to use.
So you would have exactly what you have in your handle delete. In your
Sure.
old class, you would have
Okay.
exactly the same thing.
So you like filter.
So it'd be to-dos,
Dot.
spread operator,
This
this,
dot
that's,
to do's dot filter.
Dot filter. And
Index.
to-dos,
so this will be
to-do,
My index.
and
to
index,
I.
index. All right.
or I.
And what else?
And then if I is equal
To index.
to index, it's actually the other way around, right? I don't think it matters though.
So it's
Not equal to.
not equals or equal?
For filtering, you want to do not equal.
Okay, not equals to what?
Index.
Index?
This dot, state dot index.
State index? Is that
No.
no? Is it?
Yeah. What? No, action dot index.
Okay. Action.
Yeah.
Action dot index. Okay. Cool. Are we missing anything? Probably not, right? So let's see. Does it work?
Oh, bam.
Yeah, it works. So you'll see that this action is just one key index of 5. So we do that. Okay. Okay, it's good. How about the search thing? We didn't quite so completely last time. So I'll just do placeholder searching to-dos, and then so here I want to search to-dos. The rest, can you just have to help me out?
So you have to create a search component as well.
So what do I do?
So,
So to do search.
To do
so I have the search above the board. I don't think it matters.
so what?
So where the div is, and then to-dos board,
Okay.
I add
Okay. You want to
a.
search? Okay, you want to do that? That's cool.
I just put it on the top,
Okay.
and it's like I called it a to-do search.
Oh, you call this component? So you
Yeah,
made
I
a
created
component. Okay.
but I-
Yeah, it's
however you guys wanna do it.
It's a bunch. Yeah. That's why. I mean, if you prefer, because clearly prefer to do it together. If you prefer to do it individually, I mean,
However you guys want to do
Would
it.
it be
Well, let's switch
smarter to abstract it to a component?
because there are actually a bunch of different ways. I don't want to do it like a standardized way because you can abstract this into a component and then you can do a lot of stuff.
Let's try it that way. Let's abstract it into a component of its own.
Okay.
Let's call it to do search.
Yeah, you read my mind.
Wow.
Sure. So let's do that. Then I'll need to open up a new file, right? So it's to do search.
And import React from React.
Okay.
Or, you don't have to do the styles thing, it's fine.
Yeah, no styles.
Just
Yeah.
read it from your laptop.
Well, okay.
Fine, do it from home.
And right.
Woohoo!
So what do I have? Just an input.
With the placeholder that says searching to.
Okay.
On change.
And then on the other page, you're gonna put to do search
Okay.
component. Where that was, so replace that.
So then, but I need to import it, right? Wait, what did I call
I
it?
think you have a camel case now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then I need to import it. Okay.
That's a little more work.
No, I like this.
Cleaner though.
It's so much cleaner.
Okay.
Plus if it gets any bigger.
You have a typo, just organized, form. You put
Oh.
form in-
Wrong.
From.
I can't even see.
Alright. Okay. So it's right all the way up here. That's fine.
On change.
Now you can use
Well,
on.
Decided to do research
Okay.
on change.
On change here,
Mm-hmm.
and then what?
And then these dot
Handle
props
search.
dot handle search.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
And go to create a prop for that.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So handle search. And then these dot.
Why do we have to put it in both places?
So you're passing down the function.
Yeah. These guys is just.
Can you,
Yeah. What?
Is
can
this
you show the component again?
The components right here. So on change, I'm calling these the props that handle search.
Okay.
That's why I'm calling my parents' methods. So in here, I'll put in the handle search as props.
Right.
So that's why then
Is
this
handle search?
handle search.
We create handle search.
Create handle search.
I mean, we would do this somewhere else, but temporarily we build this out here and then move it into the Redux.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
now we have to are forced because we don't have local state anymore, so we can't even do a set state. So we are forced to do the whole thing with the Redux.
Okay.
So what do I do now?
So you have to.
So
So
you
Get the value.
dispatch.
Dispatch.
Wait. You have to put an event there to get there and you target that value.
Yep.
So handle search equal and then event e inside.
Oh, E. Okay.
And then
And the handle search is doing just the input?
Just be the input. Yeah. Well,
so this the props the dispatch.
handle search and then pass the event.
like that. Dispatch.
Yep.
And then what do I do? Put in there.
And then put in the method that you'd like to
This is the
call.
callback you want to call to the action.
Yeah. Okay.
So handle
Handle search
Handle search.
and then pass in the event.
There's an event. Okay.
Event target.
Event.
target that now.
Value. Okay. As in a value. Sounds
You could
good.
do that and
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, and where do I go next?
Do you want to do it here, or do you want the entire event pass replication with that?
Oh yeah.
If you want to stop like default stuff later, or if you want
Probably get the default.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
So
pass
that's
the
the one, once you pass the entire event through until you achieve.
this way you have more options when it gets there.
Yeah, that's the entire thing.
Passing that thing. Okay.
So now.
So you guys would like to do the prevent default interaction? Because I would do it here, but either way. Yeah. Either way, that's fine. If you don't do it here, it's cleaner. That's true.
That's just how we do it there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you handle it once.
Yeah, just preference. Okay. Right.
You have to go to find handle search at the top.
Okay. So go import it.
Yeah.
And the search.
And then in actions, JS. you
Action. Okay, so we're just gonna copy this. And you guys want handle search, right?
And so
E.
E.
if you don't prevent default, what happens in this case?
It doesn't have a parent element, so don't worry about that. I guess it goes to
Yeah.
copy.
If you have a form, if
Yeah,
it's a
form,
form,
yeah.
then you have like a submit,
Right, you wouldn't want to
unsubmit. Yeah, then you're gonna talk to the backend. You don't have the backend. It's
Okay.
So
bad.
handle search instead of delete.
okay. Handle search.
Search.
Okay, the constant.
Search.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's a lot of redundant typing that needs to
Yeah.
be done. Can it be
That's-
automated?
It
Like,
is.
I don't think so. Automated?
Tedious.
yeah, the moment you type in your app function, something should go in and fill out this.
That's
Oh.
what you should do for your final project.
Yeah. Give us a library that does that. okay.
Change index.
E.
Event.
Okay, just E.
E prevent default.
No.
So
I
you
don't
want
need
to
to-
do that before you return, though, right?
We don't have
You don't need to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But well,
Let's go to the reducers.
okay. But I would just put the input here, right? Because yeah, because why we passing the event whole event around? We're not gonna need
Is
it.
it expensive?
This is expensive.
So you could put
but-
it as.
But I want my action to be very self-explained.
Clear,
Yeah, very
yeah.
clear. Like another developer look at my action, knows
Yeah.
exactly what it's doing, right?
Understood.
So I'll just even put like search query e dot target that value. How about that?
That's perfect.
Okay. Where do I go next?
So you go to
Reducer.
reducer, and
Huh?
is this where you prevent
Case.
default?
We don't need to
We
prevent
don't need
default.
to-
We don't have a we don't have a form.
No.
You put that in his head and he's like, I gotta prevent default.
Where would you usually prevent default though?
So if this is not an input,
Yeah.
if this were not an input, if this were a form,
No, I understand why you would prevent default.
okay.
I'm just saying, where in this would you prevent
Well, we
default?
wouldn't prevent default in here.
If you wanted to
Okay.
prevent default on anything, I personally would do it in either over defining the component and having the initial thing or in the actions, but I want access to the event object in the action.
Okay.
In case I want, like, again, need to alter that later.
That's
That's why I'm saying pass it through instead of just exclusively passing the value.
Sure.
Okay. So let me just save you some trouble and then copy some stuff over.
Search to do.
And what now?
Create session work.
So the way I.
Oh yeah.
I think. Didn't we
So
call it
with
handle
the
search?
index of, or
Yeah. What?
Well, it's an event, so.
Yeah, we didn't call it search to do, we called it handle search.
Oh, handle search.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would be very.
Good call.
And then at the top, you want to import it.
Handle search. Here's you. Yeah, you do the
You only wanna filter the
Filter.
results that
index
have
off.
a search query in it.
So you do a filter.
To do the index off and then do the query, right?
Search query.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So to do. Okay. Well, now remember we have includes.
includes
This includes.
action that
Includes is just if it's a substring of this string. Like it returns true. It's ES6.
Search query.
It's new stuff.
Oh, so if you do dot
action that search
includes
query.
What?
Action that search query.
the
Okay.
action dot search query.
Query.
Yeah, that's what he had in the,
That is so simple.
So rather than doing index off and then the search query.
Well, you can do index of. It's just the old JavaScript.
Yeah,
way.
this is
Right.
cool.
The includes is a new ES6. ES6 way.
Manage.
But
It's getting better.
Yay!
Yeah.
JavaScript actually helps us now.
so It's gonna work?
No.
I don't know.
What?
Do not function.
Includes.
No. Actually, it should be content. Remember?
Ah.
Yeah, you guys
Huh?
almost.
Oh, yeah.
Custom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blame it on us.
always
Yeah,
So- worked, but it's just not so fancy because when I go back, it's nothing.
Yeah, so, you
So,
would,
how
if
do I-
the event is,
How do I fix
the
it?
event value is
Is when you
blank, then you
Okay.
just render the entire to-do list.
Or if event, no, but on backspace too.
Yeah.
No, well, it's always gonna be filtering regardless of,
On changes to be filtered.
so it's always looking at the value, right? But
So
if that value is
what's the
blank-
issue here? I mean,
Is changing the original
yeah.
object.
Yes, so you have to have
Yeah.
a second array called search
We
to-dos.
should have.
Okay.
Oh, and so when you have an input, you show search
should have a
to-dos
copy.
with the filtering, and when you don't have an input, you show the whole thing.
Bingo.
Right, but when we are filtering, our to-dos keeps getting less and less.
No, I mean, you have two sets.
Two
You have
sets,
the-
okay,
The first
yeah,
set
cool.
that you only is a state in
Cool.
itself, that you
Take that
say,
one.
if you're not searching, do the original. Then you're
So how-
searching, switch to the one that we modified.
So if the input is blank, then you would render your to-dos, but if there's a value inside of that index,
Mhm, then you
input,
render the other
then you
version,
show the other version.
and if,
And
when you delete, should you reset the second version to the first version?
Well, every time you call that action, even if you're like going backspace, it's gonna look at what the
Oh, the
value
full
is.
to-dos,
Yeah,
right,
it still looks
cool.
at it.
Sounds good.
So how do we do that?
You have two versions of
So-
the whole list,
Okay.
and when you're trying to figure out what the second list should be, you're looking at filtering the first list and assigning the second list. So you
Ah,
basically are recreating the second list every time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're comparing,
not
you're
mutating
pushing,
the
you're
first-
pushing, you're doing a push every time you search.
So anybody want to volunteer to
Not
Got-
syntax.
guide me where to
I
go?
will, okay, so I have a searched to-dos
Okay.
array. Now, where we put that with Redux, it would be would it be in the store? Or would it be in,
Right.
to this column.
I gotta flip around those files.
In the state.
Yeah. So when you are trying to add states, there are two places you want to take care of. First is your initial states, right?
Okay, so you have
So-
a searched to-dos.
So search to-dos.
Mm-hmm.
You misspelled it. Got a R.
So each,
Yep.
Search to-do.
Okay.
God, if I was better at spelling, my coding would be much faster.
Yeah.
It's
So
just my typing. That's
Cool,
bad.
so you put it there in your initial state,
and also don't forget to map it,
in your map.
right?
So search to-dos.
State to-do dot search to-do.
Do you have to do this on every component or only on the app component?
You only connect your app because your app is the parent. Everybody is the children. So
It's funny because now like every component accepts props instead of.
yeah. Okay.
Kids are giving the parent problem.
Now, if you look at here, we already have search to dos in here. So because we pass in,
I also have a is searching.
it's okay.
So like while if it's blank, if the
Uh-huh.
index is blank or
Then
the
it's
input is
searching
blank,
as
then
well.
it switches back over to the regular to-do list.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
So is
while it
searching-
is searching, it's always going to render the search to-dos array.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. But actually, the way filter works is if you don't have anything, the filter just returns the whole thing.
Oh, so it saves you.
Yeah, it saves you the.
But I actually have it. I have it rendering inside of the to-do board.
Uh-huh.
I have search to-dos or to-dos
Okay.
rendering depending if the state of
Right.
search to-do is
Mhm.
happening or not.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. But actually, it might be a bit redundant because let me just
Sure.
do this out and then
Yeah.
you'll see. So
Are you saying if it's blank, it should show everything?
yeah, sure, sure,
Why is
everything,
it
right?
showing everything when we?
Because we're not hunting with filtering, right?
So I wanna switch my,
We're,
cause I'm connecting my to-dos to my props.to-do. Now I wanna switch over to search to-do, right? Search to-dos.
Oh, you should just do,
So it's gonna be
search
0.
to-dos is,
It's not gonna be anything here, okay? So I wanna take care of first thing first. When I load to-dos, I wanna put them in search to-do as well, right?
uh-huh.
So then when I initially load, I have stuff. Okay.
wait, so you put, oh, I see, you put all the to-dos in search to-dos or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm only getting search to-dos.
Mhm.
My to-dos is I'm not getting it in my app.
Mhm.
It's just sitting there as a
So when you change it and it becomes empty again, you reset it to the original?
yeah. So how do I do that?
So you always copy the original.
Yeah, I always copy original. So how do I? What's the next step?
On change.
Where? On change. I mean everything is actually set up. We just need to tweak the reducers now.
Tweak the reducers.
Right. Tweak the reducers.
Under search.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now you
handle
have
search.
to,
So
you're using search to-dos instead of to-dos.
that's right. Okay.
And then you're filtering through
To-dos.
your to-dos, and then
Yeah.
pushing them into your search to-do.
Yeah.
So can I get, let's just go back. His idea, which I thought was a good idea, is to copy the initial index, right? With the old, in other words, create a whole new search.
We did.
Which we did, right? But Shin is saying, instead of doing that, which is in a way redundant, especially if it has the filters, make the entire search the index itself. So anytime you're doing a search, you're searching the index automatically, right?
No, I think he was saying that he has is searching prop, and then
Yeah.
somehow if you don't have any query, instead of rendering the search to do, he renders the to dos.
Right.
But I'm saying that's not necessary because when you don't have any query, the search to do is identical to dos.
Right, so
Because it
it's
doesn't filter anything.
adding
But my-
two different extra components.
The way you're doing it is
Okay.
different than the way I did it. I'm actually pushing stuff into
Oh,
the search.
we push
it's
it.
empty.
Oh,
at first.
okay,
The
okay,
state is
okay.
empty.
Good. Yeah.
Where yours is identical to the to-dos,
Oh, okay.
and then you're popping out.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Either way, I mean, there's no right
I
answer.
think yours is more.
No, let me just
See,
see.
that's
If
why I like this format better, because you do get to see
Yeah, my brain wouldn't have
Things-
thought of it.
things that you could, you know.
so.
It's beautiful. What happened to your giant to-do list?
Oh, yeah. I should put them back.
And it was just repetitive.
I just
like he got 15 calls.
Whoa, my ad doesn't work. Come on, how? My ad doesn't work.
What happened? What'd you do?
It's either
because
because
you're-
you're those, it's not.
What'd you
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Share-
Oh, you're not
Search
adding it
reduce.
to both lists? Oh, you have to delete from both lists and add from both lists as well.
Okay, add
Also with the
from
delete.
So maybe it isn't as.
I mean, either way, you would have to make a duplicate list.
Yeah, Chris's idea is not that bad now.
That's true. Okay. So now it works, right?
Now delete things.
Delete doesn't work.
We haven't done.
Yeah, we haven't done anything to delete.
Yeah.
I'm doing this Shin's way.
Wait, why wouldn't? Oh, because you're actually referencing the search to do instead of the regular to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the liability of your way, right, Shin?
Yeah, you just have
You
to.
just propagate it.
Right, you have to add all the properties into all.
Yeah.
It's not as dry. That's all.
Yeah, but it's a little copy and paste.
But it's different,
not
I
too
like
bad.
it.
So, is there a better way to deal with this?
I can handle
Rakesh is like, you know what, both you guys stink. Is there a better way to do this?
It seems like we copy pasted a lot of stuff which shouldn't have happened when we write code. So.
Right.
You're still pissed that you have to do all this redundant typing in React.
you really.
When you do redundant typing,
That
there's
feels
better
like,
way to do it.
that feels like a code smell to me, like where, you create an identical array, duplicate
I
it.
Yeah,
agree with you
copy and
100%.
pasting generally means
I agree with you.
abstract
So
it
this is
and-
what's happening with the
Right.
delete is that I'm actually
Yeah.
deleting from the to-dos list and not from the search to-dos, but I think it's still an issue with the way I did it. Because you have to remove from both lists.
But
If
he
you
has
want
the
to see it
same
happen.
thing though.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like that there's a big code smell somewhere in there that like we are.
We don't know those jargons, okay? I don't know what code
It's-
smell. Nah, I know.
If you remove
You
it
obviously
just
are
from
doing
the
something
main
wrong that could
to-dos
backfire on it.
and then call handles search again,
Yeah, you could do that, but
If it makes you feel any better. and
right, you
you're-
could do that and
you're-
you wouldn't have to do all the.
yeah, that's
the
true.
same
That's
smell.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't have to duplicate all the search to do. Just whenever we add to do, we call handle search. But it'll be weird. I mean, another developer come over and say, "Why are you calling handle search here?"
Right.
How do you explain?
That's true.
Cause I'm a developer too, man.
Because I'm too, that's elaborate.
So yeah, I know. I mean, it's not most beautiful code. So, but I'm sure there's many different ways to do this.
You should find out a way how to do it.
That's your final project.
So,
What
so
happens
let me
if-
like rewind back because like my brain wasn't working initially. So why does like when you remove everything, it doesn't filter and show you the whole result set again?
So when I go backspace, because before we have only one array to do, and each time I handle search, I filter that array. So I just keep getting filtered down.
But it's an immutable data, right? You didn't change the
No.
original.
You're not recreating the list. You're actually setting the state, and then that is saving the list as that.
But so then anytime it changes, could we just reset it and then filter?
I think that would be more expensive,
Reset it and filter.
Yeah,
because you would have to reset up each stroke, right?
But when you filter it out, you have to store it somewhere, right? Because when it's out, it's out.
right,
Well-
so you have a copy, but you reset it to the copy and then filter every time.
Yeah, so you still need a copy.
Still
But
need a
he's
Yeah.
But then
asking.
you're only removing
Saying
from
why
one
do
place.
we need two lists?
Yeah. Well, it's immutable in the sense that whenever I have an action, we're creating another set of state. So it's immutable in the time travel sense.
But the array.
Yeah,
the
array,
size
yeah.
changes.
It's always getting smaller. If only just one array, you'll
The more-
always get
Yeah, the
smaller.
more times you keep searching, the
Yeah.
more.
This is
So
fun though.
so we have.
This is.
I like teamwork.
I don't know if the delete works with the way I do it.
You know what it is, I have a set of how I do it, and I love hearing how others would do it, and it makes me think
That's the best.
differently.
How about if you use a property in to-dos like hide from search or something like that, or
Oh yeah, that works.
instead of copying pasting the list, you can check that field.
But then when
if
you
it
do
wasn't a search
backspace,
result.
then when you do backspace, you need to flip that height and
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
rerun and rehide.
Yeah, but if e.target value is empty, then flip everything to height equals true or something, false.
yeah, but yeah.
That's what I think that's what I'm doing. Like I'm hiding and showing.
He's piggybacking that.
I was
Like,
like,
wait a minute.
I forgot.
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
what
check.
you're doing.
I'm gonna
I'm
check.
kidding, I'm busting your chops, right?
No, I really don't know though.
I think we need a break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sorry, go ahead.
no. So any questions? Any more questions on this? No. Cool. This search is pretty cool, though, right? You just-
So cool.
It's the coolest.
Okay. So now I want to do
We just
something.
need to make an animation where when things get removed, all the other ones slide up.
Oh yeah,
That might delete.
that'll be your final project.
I'm obsessed with animations.
I know.
Put a little animation on anything looks like a real fancy app.
Let's do something even cooler. How about that? Let's just do this Slack thingy that you optimistically updates, and then check your backend. All right. What I mean by that is I'm gonna so when I add a to do, I'm gonna create a fake save to backend function. All right.
We need a fee.
We don't have a backend, so we have to create a fake. Yeah, right. Like I've created a fake load to do. So I'm creating like a fake save. I have a callback, all right. And I'll have a set timeout. All right.
The last one.
So So what's this look like? So okay, let me just type it out and I'll.
Ooh, math.
That's not random.
Fix it.
Two errors.
Yeah, so
He's just bringing this
We're
up.
face saving to the
This is like Slack thing that we did, the chat thing.
I did it again.
You did what again?
He's saying oops, so.
He's doing a Britney oops, I just saw him.
Don't worry, I got you. If you
I
have to
have-
explain it,
I
it
have
wasn't a good joke. so
5
I
Britney
can
Spears
say
CDs and I would never make that joke. So.
that. Jeez. Harsh.
Not a Britney Spears fan.
I was like an OG.
all right.
Oh, geez.
So
Not DB.
this is
And then
my.
She went nuts.
And you also
Let's see.
add the to the fake to-dos.
What does
Oh,
that
to here? Oh, okay. Sure. Well,
mean? Yeah, it's all stupid questions.
I don't really have to. I mean, it's a fake backend anyway. So anybody,
Oh, wait, why are we making you fake backend?
it's just I'm faking I have a backend database and I'm calling this to save.
Okay.
So, and what I'm doing here, I'm doing a set timeout. Okay, I'm gonna give it like a
Why
second.
are you doing a random thing?
So I want my backend to
Simulate the,
error.
Oh, the save.
I gotta say, yeah. So timeout is to simulate the time it takes to save, and the math that random is that I
So you're
want.
just doing a 50% probability of getting one of those.
Yeah, so 50% is saved successfully, 50% is gonna fail. All right.
Cool.
Oh,
All right.
it's a horrible odds.
Then what am I gonna do? I need to install something. Okay. It's called npm install
Angular.
Redux Thunk. All right. That's
Thunk?
Thunk. Yes. Anybody know what Thunk is?
No.
I thought
You
it was
should. I mean,
it.
it's like a computer science jargon. I don't know what it is, but
I've done thunk it. It's a hunk with a T.
then I need to
Okay.
I need to apply it here. So apply middleware.
Middleware.
Apply middleware. Thunk. I need to import Thunk. Thunk from Redux. Thunk. Okay. Need to come on here. I think this is right. Let me just run this. All right. All right.
What does Thunk do again?
Thunk is just allows you to do asynchronous actions. So right now our actions just return, our function just return an action object. So Thunk lets me return do asynchronous stuff. Okay. So instead of add to do, I'm gonna have 3 functions. Function add to do begin, and then I'm gonna have an add to do success and add to do error. All right. So this return type, I'm going to have. Let me just copy 3 of this. I'm gonna have begin. I know if you hate typing, you're gonna hate this. Success.
Or caches are what you like.
Oh, yeah, there's
Error.
no way. There's got.
So I'm gonna have add to do begin.
Next version of React will be so different.
Okay, copy this
Maybe
over.
progress. Just trying to get this low.
Success. An error, alright?
Woo!
Woohoo!
So
Yeah.
none of this, the code we wrote, none of this requires the Redux Thunk yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
And I don't even need to export this, so I'm just gonna do the export. Now I'm gonna do some Thunk stuff
Okay.
here. So it's gonna do return dispatch function, and then I'm gonna call a fake to do a fake save from here. So import fake save from, where is that? Utils DB. Okay, so I'm gonna call on fake save. Now, sorry, I'm gonna dispatch first. Dispatch at to do begin, and then I'll call on fake save. And have a response. Okay, so now I'm gonna check if response.error, because remember my fake save gives me a response here.
You have to pass a parameter to the fake save.
No, it's a callback. So I have a callback right here in here. It's a function. So this response thing is the callback function. Remember that when you see the arrow, it's a function. Okay. So so if there's an error, I'm gonna dispatch. And remember, this whole thing is by Thunk. Okay. Add to do error because I have error. Else dispatch add to do success. All right.
Don't you have to import Thunk on the top?
No, if you set it up in a store, then you only because I'm not importing, I'm not calling Thunk to do anything. It's just the way they works. Okay. Right. What else? So add to do begin. So I'm gonna pass new to do here. New to do to begin.
Where do you pass the need to do to the backend?
Excuse me?
Where do you pass the need to do to the backend?
No, to begin function, not backend.
Yeah, but if you're hitting the backend to save, you should pass the to do to save.
Oh yeah, here I'm calling save. Oh yeah, you're right. I mean,
Is it not?
You
yeah,
should be receiving something.
yeah, it should be receiving something, right? So here, but I don't really have a database, so I'm not.
You
Yeah,
can't really write it.
yeah, you can rewrite it. So, but theoretically, you would have new to do here, and you're gonna call on database to save it. Okay, but we don't have a database, so we don't have that. But theoretically, you have.
Why do
Okay.
you need Thunk to do this?
This whole thing, you need Thunk to do that.
Really?
Otherwise, it's gonna error out.
So Thunk makes the action file look like your app if you're dispatching it from.
It just makes it asynchronous, so you can asynchronously dispatch your action. Before, if you don't have Thunk, it has to be synchronous dispatch and action. Okay. So now I'm switching over to my reducers. First thing, before I forget, I'm gonna import them here. Success. error. All right. So I want to turn this into begin. All right. So when I hit begin, I'm sticking the new action into my state, and that's called optimistic update. So before I know if my backend is successful, I'm giving this to my view, to my state, so the user sees that. But I don't know if it's saved in my backend, so I have to do something about that. I need to give another state called is saving. True. So we know that it's saving, still saving. Okay. So now, now I want to add to do, say, success. I'm not gonna do anything here. Just gonna say this is false. So it's no longer saving. And then for error, this is still false, but then I'll have an error. Okay.
Can you do, okay.
Then I haven't passed in the error, so if it's an error, I'm gonna pass in response the message, right? Because remember, in my fake backend, it gives me this object as a message, so I can put it in my action. Okay, so I now have a message here because I'm calling this add to do error.
Where's the response though? The word response being defined? Oh, right there.
Response is a function, so it's my argument of my function, and that is coming from this fake backend. This thing is my response.
Got it.
Should response be an argument in that response function on the callback?
Right here? Yeah, this is the argument. So this is nothing more
Don't you
than
have to,
a function.
don't you have to pass it inside? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ES6.
Yes, six, huh?
It is nicer once you,
Aren't you liking it now?
I like it with the parentheses. Can you keep the parentheses?
No.
You can?
Yeah, you can.
No,
do
I
it.
mean,
Yeah. I don't like it.
You can
Okay.
get rid of them.
No, I'll keep it for you. So okay. So here I have a message, right? So I'm gonna put the message here. Message. Okay. So I don't need to put message. It's fine. I'll just put it here.
Can we talk about syntax really quick?
Okay.
Sometimes I see those arrow functions without brackets and multi-line. I've seen that before and I don't understand.
CoffeeScript.
No.
Well,
I mean,
like
CoffeeScript
like
does that.
a parenthesis.
Yeah, without the curly brace, yeah.
If you have parentheses, then you
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Why would you have parentheses instead of curly braces?
So yeah, I didn't talk about this enough. So if you have bracket, that means you are doing executing code statements inside. If you're only gonna return something, then you can only do parentheses and do whatever you return. And you see multi-line because it's probably like a ternary operator, so you have a bunch of returns, conditional returns, but it's still a return. So it's a
So
parenthesis.
you're not calling a method or
Yeah, I'm not
anything
calling a
else?
method. I'm not executing anything. I'm just returning something. Then it's a parenthesis.
All right, good.
But it's a bracket, then it's you're doing something. Okay. Oh, right. What else? Okay, here. This will be action message. Okay. Does it work? I don't know. Let's try. Does it work? No. What? Oh.
Oh, you have a delay on there.
Yeah, but it's not saving. It's not saving to my. Oh. Wait. Add to begin. Let me just check my syntax here. Make sure I I have it right. So yeah, by the way, it's all in here. Dispatch. Okay, dispatch. Oh, I need to return here. Yeah, so remember you need a return here. Okay.
So in order for you to have a callback inside of a return statement, you need to use Thunk.
No.
What?
Then I'm just
Well, before you can only return an object, an action object.
yeah.
Right now you can return a callback, and Thunk resolves that callback for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just an additional piece stuff. So yeah, it's not working. Let's see what's there. Extract to.
So to do item 46. Oh, do you have state instead of prop?
Yeah.
To do item 46.
Why is it? Okay, struct. Let me just get rid of struct through. Oh, it's content. Define.
Something.
Something's not saving. Let's see. So add to do here. Let's add to do. New to do. Add to do again. Oh, I'm not giving new to do here. Jeez. I should put a new to do in here. Okay, so that's that. So I have so whenever I'm getting new to do, you see that I initially get a add to do begin, and 1 second later I get a add to do success. Okay.
What was the problem?
Oh, I forgot to put new to do here. Yeah, I forgot to do that.
Oh.
So
No failing? There's no failing?
yeah, so I see we have a saving here and success. We have a saving false, right? So now we're set up. We can do a lot of stuff. For example, we can just imitate Slack, right? Because when they are up to make this update, they have like a grade, and when we can do that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for example,
While it's saving, you can have it.
yeah. So I need to first of all propagate my props. Always remember when you put a new
It's safe.
yeah, you have it saving. State that to do that is saving. Okay, error. Since I'm here, that to do that error. Okay. And then I'm just gonna need to propagate it down. Saving. This is tedious, but it's what you have to do. Is that props, that error. Okay, to this board. Then I'm gonna put it here. Saving. Props that is saving. Probably not an error. Deal with the error later. Okay, so now I have access to its saving, and I can do what can I do? I can do. So I'm gonna get saving from here. It's saving from the props. So it's saving to the ternary. I can do styles to do item saving style. Otherwise, just give me normal style. How about that? Then I need to go modify my styles to do item. So I'm gonna do a to do item saving, say opacity 0.2. How about that?
This is awesome.
What?
This
Not
is
so
not
quick.
so awesome.
What? Oh, missing a comma. Come on.
Oh, yes. These little things.
All right, so. Woo.
Oh, it does it to all of them.
That's the
To
all.
identify the index.
Yeah, so I need to identify to the last one, right? How do I do that? It's a bunch of ways, right? I bet you. Yeah, you can all figure it out. Let me just do to-do's length. Props to-do's length. Okay, so I'm just passing the whole array length. Then so if index is equal to this I put here to-do's length from a prop. To-do's length minus 1. So if I'm on the last one, see this works.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool, right? How about error? We can handle error too, right? How do we want to handle error?
We'll just have a span down at the bottom of the
Okay, yeah.
input that says whatever the error may be.
By the way, why am I not getting? I'm not getting errors, right? Should be half of the time, right? Oh, error. Now we go. Okay. So yeah, I can.
Well, why are you getting errors though? Oh, you're passing it all the time as an error?
Because it's 50.
It's 50-50.
Oh, gotcha,
It's a
gotcha.
coin toss,
Cool.
right? So yeah, so I can put an error statement here, right? Props error. Then I'm gonna show my error statement.
Whoa, what's going on?
What?
What's going on? Wait, this .props.error
Because
and this .props.error, it's the same thing.
yeah. Well, so this is.
Cash's favorite.
This is like JS stuff. So if this thing is true, then you do that. You render that thing. Okay.
Oh, man.
It's a special JSX stuff. Or if you can do
That is confusing.
That's very
okay.
confusing.
Sorry about that. So how about let's do it?
I mean, I'm glad you're showing.
If this is this is like
There's
that.
no bullshit.
Then empty string. How about that? Like ternary operator.
I think the other way is cleaner, but it's also
Yeah.
more confusing.
But it's just one way you can show off your
Your skills.
yeah skills.
So it's just saying if that exists, then do that.
Yeah. Or if you do or then that's the other way. The other way. Okay.
So you said it's a JSX thing. Or is
Yeah, it's JSX. It's not JavaScript thing.
It's not ES6.
I don't believe it's ES6. No. But you can try it. Prove me wrong. But
JSX. Is that part of React, or did you have to do a npm install some JSX library to do
JSX is Babel. So Babel takes care of JSX. Babel has
Babel?
Babel has JSX compiler built in. Right.
Okay.
before at the early days of React, Facebook have this JSX transformer, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they are using Babel too, and they even recruited the Babel author from Australia. Have you heard the story?
No.
He's a 16-year high school student. He made,
The Babel creator?
yeah, he
Yeah.
made Babel.
He first made it,
That was terrifying.
it was called 6 to 5.
Yeah, 6 to 5,
And then
And then-
they hired this kid.
and he went crazy.
Yeah.
But he's not happy though. I mean, every conference he went
He's
to,
not.
everybody makes fun of his age, and he's so depressed. So well,
Me too.
They're just jealous then.
making fun of his age. He's so young looking, and then everybody's like 28, 30.
He's a brainchild though. He's like,
Yeah, and also he can't drink beer. Like everybody's drinking beer in the conference, and he can't. So
Well, not in England.
sorry,
You can still drink in
sorry.
England after 16.
sorry, kid,
That's
you have
why-
5 years before you can drink alcohol.
now that's why when
Sure, he
Face,
can buy his own beer if he wanted to.
that's why when Facebook recruited him, he decided to go to the London quarter instead of San Francisco headquarter because
From the writing that I
What's
got
happening?
from him and the interviews that I've had, he's very,
That you've had.
no, not with him, not me personally, but I've heard interviews with him. He's not like a happy-go-lucky kid to begin with, so I don't think he's gonna be happy no matter what he does. He's just,
That's not very nice.
what's true.
So who's
It's like-
going to support Babel though?
It's only gonna ask.
Does Babel have a community of support?
yeah, they have a community of contributors now.
Because I heard the newest Babel was breaking a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Babel
Shin is
6.
not a big fan of it, right?
Yeah, I haven't upgraded to Babel 6.
Hopefully by the time they fix it, ES6 will be supported by all the browsers.
Well, that's going to be like 2 years from now, I feel like.
2 years is gonna go by so fast.
Not when you're trying to build an app in 6 months.
You have Rails. What are you complaining about?
I got other things too.
No, you have Rails, okay?
All right. Build more comfortable Rails.
That's right.
Stabilized.
Test
Living the dream, guys.
Yeah. What are they up to now?
So,
Five.
So yeah, that's that. If you have an error, then you just see, oops, failed to save.
It comes a to-do list.
I would put it on the. I would put it on the.
don't-
Yeah, okay. Put it wherever you
Come on,
want.
Shane.
Put it wherever you want.
Oh, and can we do it so like
I'm happy
the
to hear
error
you
message
do that.
disappears?
I trust.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean,
How would you?
How would you-
do that?
um,
You would've-
like when you on the next input.
Just like it. Well, I guess yeah. On the next input.
Yeah.
Would you have to
So,
have another state that would say?
To make this even awesome, you can, do something here. So you filter out the last stuff. So if it's error, you want to take
Help out.
out.
Help you, buddy.
Yeah, you want to take out the last, right?
In case it's gonna come. Yeah.
The filter. So if I is equals to state dot to do dot then minus 1, and it's the same here.
Or does it only go into the search views? Which one does it go into?
But
When you hit, when that, which,
I should go.
it goes into both?
Could you only go into to-dos?
I'm going to do this. Yeah, I don't probably
This
don't.
is what the smell of code is.
Yeah, well.
But it is what it is.
Either way, we'll debug it later. So, so if the error, I take off the last one, and then if I am adding new to-dos, so I wanna take away that error. Okay, so put no my error.
Where are you passing the error object?
The error object is in my action, right? So.
Yeah, but like, where are you checking to see if it's error, then do the like the previous one? Like,
Where?
Who are you talking
and the
Which line? Right here?
div.
In the item? Oh, no.
No, actually, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So here is how I render it, right? So if there's an error, I render it.
Where are you passing the props from?
Oh, okay. So I just put it in the map.
Okay. The
Map here, and then I propagate it all the way down. Okay?
That props list is getting bigger.
Yeah, it is. You don't like it anymore. Huh? You don't like, oops. Failed to save. I didn't take it away. Did it?
No.
No? Why? Sucks. Oh, because we're using search to do's. So, yeah, I still need that. Sorry.
Are you searching though right now? You're not.
No, but we are using search to do's to render everything, right?
Search to do's has the smaller list.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh no.
No, it's they're wrong. It should be unequal. Okay, now this should work. It's better work. Okay. Well, I can move that message somewhere else and make it red. Okay. Can I make it red? I can do it.
You can put it right in the input if you want.
Yeah, yeah, true. But that's the idea. That's
Try again.
oh yeah, try again.
That's right, yeah, like Instagram.
But then when I put in a new
Yeah, Slack. Alright, chat.
put a new it's good.
It's the newest thing. All the cool kids are doing. Got some good luck.
Yeah, so that's that. And it's in a repo, so if you want to check it out. Then we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Sure.
Good.
Get some beer.
Thank you.
There's a Monopoly on the keg over there.
A Monopoly?
The startuppers.
What are you doing Monopoly? Are they just standing in line?
No, they're just there.
Oh, so?
Joking, not drinking, so.
Dude, that's not how New Yorkers do it.
Yeah, elbow. All
I'll elbow
day.
Monopoly's a monopoly.
Oh, shut.
Oh no,
I hate it because I'm like, I feel as though I get it here, but like if I try and recreate it,
The same exact thing. I was just telling my friend at work, and like when he does it himself, it's great. But if he tells me to do it on my own,
yeah, everything breaks.
Today is just too long. Just
I thought I was gonna like it.
So,
I thought anyway was crap. Maybe maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's a Northern Cali style.
how would you know?
Because Sam Adams told me. Oh,
My
you got a
mom,
beer?
my mom's such a
What?
Sam's
It's a Rebel,
person.
you know, Rebel IPA. It's got a lot of citrus.
My brother likes Rebel, my mom likes Sam's.
They're the same. Sam Adams is Rebel IPA.
But Sam's generally isn't my IPA. Sam's, like Sam's brand.
No, Sam Adams.
I know, Sam Adams.
Yeah.
They don't make an
They
Sam Adams IPA, do they?
No, they make a Rebel IPA.
I know, but it's like under a different brand.
No.
They might own both of them.
No, they're advertising it as a Sam Adams beer.
Really?
Yeah, in commercials they advertise it.
Interesting.
It's just the labeling like has no. You wouldn't know.
But like when I talk about Sam Adams, like my mom likes Sam Adams, Boston Lager, not the lager, it's not an IPA. Like they don't make a Sam Adams like named IPA.
Right. I think they were trying to
Is my
tap
right?
into the microbrew again and like trying to look like a what do they call it? boutique style beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know that like Sam Adams is kind of like a brand name now, like a household name now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So isn't this better format?
What format?
You know, everybody's getting involved.
Okay. Well, you may say that.
Some of us are just listening.
I like a lot of times, like I'm not even looking at the code here,
Okay.
and I'll watch you, and then I'll go home and watch the video and code.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's what I did with Angular.
I wish I
It
had
works better.
a day in the week where I wasn't out.
Well, I don't have a life, so it
Well, I have
works.
a research lab, so the other 2 nights of the week.
You know what gets you no life? Marriage. Try that, I'm telling you.
Kids?
You won't ever go
Children
out.
are
Oh, that's-
more of a factor.
I didn't say kill your life. I said just, make you more of a loser.
Marriage isn't that bad, dude.
It depends on who you're marrying.
Yeah, isn't that bad?
How long have you been married?
No, I'm not married.
Oh, so why do you even comment?